Starsiege Deadzone can be a rather daunting game for new players to grasp, but with Force Wipe around the corner, it's time to get a plan in action. So whether a new player or trying to pick up Starsiege for the first time, this video is for you. After loading up the game, you'll want to equip your first perk, Loot Finder, and acquaint yourself with your first two abilities, Scanner and Phase Shift. Then load into your first raid. Starsiege is a balance between Battle Royale and Extraction Looter. Everyone drops in at the same time and battles their way through players in various hybrids to progress through an ever-closing death void and extract with their valuable loot and resources. Although armor is not dropped on death to preserve the mastery points, which we'll cover later in the video, the rest of your inventory does. The Starsiege makes things easy for new players by starting you off with a kit for your given level and various contracts to complete in-game. So whether you live or not, you always have something to work towards. Let's dive into the first raid. Game time. For your first few raids, you want to focus on gathering a few stacks of each starter crafting material shown here. One of these three items will be used in the recipe to craft any item in the game. So collecting some now will not only set you up early, but allow you to craft your starter gear and increase your chances of survival right off the bat. You also want to grab as many sellables as you can carry, prioritizing guns over valuable items of the same rarity as they sell more to the merchants. Nice balance of these two things will put you on the right path for the early game. Another thing I would like to mention again is pay attention to your contracts, as these will not only give you one of each armor piece of each rarity, but also random guns and crafting materials, often of good rarity as well. So complete as many contracts as possible, and if any players get in your way, well, you put them down.
Jesus Christ.
Trash. A few things you want to look out for in the early game is EMP grenades for elite spawnable mobs, as the early game guns have a hard time of taking them out, and the loot they carry is almost always top tier. Higher than gray crafting materials are always a good grab and often worth a safe pocket, as they are usually the hardest item to find of higher rarity. Following the storm, I pick up a few kills on unsuspecting players collecting their loot and making my way to my extract. As you can see, my inventory is a nice balance of crafting materials and sellables. Now let's get into why that's important. After selling what I can to the merchants, I can now use the materials and credits I've collected to start buying and crafting the best available gear. I chose an LMG because I think it's good. It has a lot of bullets and a lot of damage. It's versatile, and a lot of times you get third-partied in solos, which is what I play, so an LMG is a good choice. Now, in Starsiege Deadzone, most things are level-based. At level 1, you start with great guns, where the highest level lootable item is rare on very few occasions. At level 10, you unlock the green starter kit, with the highest rarity lootable item being epic, also on very few occasions. You do unlock the ability, though, to craft the next level rarity armor 5 levels before you unlock the contracts and the ability to purchase it. At level 20, though, is where the game really starts, because not only do you unlock the rare starter kit, and loot goes all the way up to legendary on very rare occasions, mostly on spawnable elite mobs and the level 4 engineering crates, but also rare armor gives you 2 mastery points, which means you can start building and creating your character how you want it to be. I recommend Medic level 4, as it allows you to heal quickly and can often save you in any prolonged or distance engagement. A few more good options are Engineering 4 for the gold crates, as they often have the highest level loot possible for your given level. Heavy Armor 4, it gives you more survivability, more HP, more shields. Do take a look at the others, though, as your playstyle might be different from mine, and you might prefer different masteries. Levels and mobs continue to increase all the way up to level 65, and mastery points max out at 3 on epic gear. So legendary and exotic gear, you need to pay more attention to the rolls that it gets as opposed to the masteries. So in the early game, or even as a new player, focus on knocking out as many contracts that are available to you, collecting crafting materials and credits, and work towards level 20, where you can start to build your character's masteries to work around your playstyle and what you want. I'll be streaming Starsiege Deadzone on Twitch noon to 5 CST Monday through Saturday, and plan to do 24-hour on release of this wipe. I'd love for you to stop by and ask any questions you might have. I've also put any useful links in the description of this video, so thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.